Good evening wherever you are on this most pleasant evening. There has been a clamour to get inside the ground tonight for a much anticipated game. The roads outside of the stadium have been bumper to bumper with traffic. The car parks are full. There is a torrent of humankind making its way from the nearby station, and we expect every seat to be filled. An atmosphere of great expectation and excitement. Well, this really is a great venue. It adds so much character to every game it stages. A moment of great pride, the anthems. Quite some performance, and now here comes the response. This is the lineup we've been given. How do you read it, Jim?
Well, the obvious standout in today's football in this system is that it provides you with extra presence in attack. With many shaky defences about, getting the right partnership in that department can pay rich dividends as long as there's a good early supply. So playing two strikers can be a real help to this team. I mean, 4-4-2 these days, Peter, gets a lot of criticism, but it's unfair. Any system can work if you've got the right players.
And we're underway. It's a loose ball. He's got options out wide. Looking, shooting chance! There's an early warning shot across the bow. Forward it goes. And back to base. Tries to get it forward quickly. Hoists it forward. Promising move that. Good inroads into enemy territory, but no joy. Tries to dink it in. And it's hoisted clear. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. He's managed to get that all wrong, and it's played forward. That's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing.
Well, I'm seeing a very cautious approach to defending. Not a lot in the way of high pressing, which is probably seen as a bit too risky just now.
And that has been clubbed away. Good take by the keeper, he's read that well. Well, it really is one cross after another.
Well, with a target to hit, why not keep up the supply? It's simple and efficient because they all know what they're doing.
I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Steered forward. Hoists it forward. Now the cross. Too much distance on that. Well, that's where he wants it. Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. That's not going to make it. That's a good ball. Hits one! That's a half-decent try.
Good effort, very good effort. He would have at least wanted to make the keeper work, though.
Still a possession this, but very little to show for it. Puts it over to the other flank. They're guilty of lacking inventiveness here. It's all broken down. Neither side yet able to find the net. Now a chance to break. Went all the way.
He was set on rounding it off in fitting style, but he couldn't make it fit.
Knocks it away. chance to break. Done very well to intervene. Forward it goes. Nicely controlled. Out to the right. Played towards the front men. Dashing forward at pace. Tries to get it forward quickly. Well, needless to say, he was expecting a better ball than that. He's had a go! Goal! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, I think that defence there thought they were in good position and they had him where they wanted, yet somehow he's worked a scoring position when it didn't see him on. It's really crafty business, that.
So we have our breakthrough.
Yeah, this is also a chance to see what happens to their level of concentration from here.
Forward it goes. Tries to get it clear.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Tries to get it forward quickly. That looks a foul. Yeah, referee's given it. It's broken loose. Well, defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again. To switch the play. Hoists it forward. Well positioned to make that interception. It's come loose. Both sides a bit too casual in possession. Oh, he's found him in space. Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
Well, one sloppy lapse like that can do a lot of damage, and it was triggered by the closing down.
Great run on the overlap here. Not much subtlety, he's launched himself there. That's one way of trying to make things happen. There's a few who could follow that example. He's looked long this time. It's out for a goal kick. Cuts it out. Well, That's a foul. Free kick's been given. Get the pass he's looking for. Pings it out wide. Oh, nice touch. Has a hit! And the ball's come out. A really good feat. Lifting it over.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
Get a throw in. Some good work on the right flank. Now, what's next? And that's sprayed out wide. Oh, really good feet from him. Oh, good interception. Gets it upfield. Looks to clip it forward. And he just whacks it away. And now the breakaway. Has a pop! It's in! And this is getting better and better. That's no fluke, it's what he was there for.
Look, there's only one player who merits all the praise for that. Not only did he finish it, but his instincts for being where he was are absolutely top-notch.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Breaks on here. He spotted the run and played him through. That's been drilled forward. That's a brilliant interception. Up towards the front line. Looking to break out here. And it's played forward. Attempts to play it through. Aimed in towards the centre. Puts it away. Plays it out to the flank. It's a great ball.
That's just very well played. He can't hurt you with his back to goal, and he didn't go for the back heel.
Looking cross-field, changing the point of attack. Goes direct to the front line. And he's there to clear it. Hoists it forward. Oh, throw in. Forward it goes. He's made sure that that won't get through. Referee's given a throw. That'll go straight through to the keeper. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So your views on the first half?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
Here we go again.
Well, this half might require them to produce a plan A, B and C. Levelling the score is easier said than done, but that will be the target. Get back on terms and then use that momentum to go again.
Finds himself eased off the ball. Tries the volley! Movement there, but not the best of finishes.
I have to commend the wing play, but I have to condemn the defending. They've got to stop the cross.
Ball's loose, who's getting there? Tries to get it forward quickly. Hoists it forward. That's great strength on the ball. Gets the better of his man. Loses his balance and loses the ball. While the crowd clearly like what they just saw, some real no-nonsense defending.
That's believing too much in his own ability to hold on to the ball.
To locate someone up front. Cut out in the nick of time. Little accusatory stare there tells the whole story.
Oman seemed to have chosen a tougher route through the middle. That was easily read and dealt with.
And that's been levered clear. Chance to break. Can't get the better of his opposite number. Up to meet it! just couldn't turn it in.
Kuwait can defend those situations better by stopping the crosser at source.
Shot at goal! Oh, that was no routine save.
The keeper really dug out his defence then, a magnificent effort.
Cleared away. And the shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact. Forward it goes. And it's played forward. Forward it goes. Away from immediate danger. Loose ball, who's going to get there? Could be a chance here. Has a goal! And for a moment, time stood still.
They must set the right tone now and give themselves a foothold to get back into this. The next goal is key, and they've got to show the hunger and desire to score it.
Big chance! And the follow-up. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Hoists it forward. No, too much on it. Tries to get it forward quickly. It's a long ball, but it's not hit its target.
Kuwait will think that now's the time to shut up shop. Just ensure you see this out without any more incident.
It's a very different story for their opponents, though, who just have to throw everything at it and hope for the best. Hoists it forward. And he's cut it out. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Decent looking ball. Goes for goal! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Great run this, he's covered quite a distance. That looks a good ball. goalkeeper. Forward it goes. And it's played forward. Out to the left it goes. Hit into the middle. Gets wrestled off the ball. Going for goal! Tries to get it forward quickly. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. So here comes the substitution.
You know, he can't really have any complaints at being withdrawn. There must have been at least 5 efforts at goal that were underwhelming.
Over to the left. Regardless of the outcome, it is good to see someone running at the defence like that. And he's going long. Now the ball's come loose and the chase is on. And it's played forward. Plays a clever pass. Tries to stroke it through. Timely intervention. Hoists it forward. Has he found his man? Well played, he saw that coming. Forward it goes. Gets into some space. And the weighted pass. He's gone for it! Oh, that's a fine save!
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
They've played it short. Looking for a decent ball in. He's got the ball, he's got the space. Good clearance and very necessary. Did really well to intervene and dispel the growing danger. Back to the keeper and go again. Hoists it forward. Into the last quarter of an hour. It's a throw. And it's played forward. More than... That's clear cut. It's a free kick. ball needed to be better there, it's a wasted chance. Keeper's got good distance on that. Done very well to intervene. Good idea, just poorly executed. Hoists it high. Nice little chip. And we're not going to make any further progress now. Forward it goes. He gets past his man. Beautifully done. Gets it into the middle. And he's there to clear it. Played it again. And a header! He's pulled off a fine save.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Yeah, he's run himself into the ground, hasn't he?
Great leap! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
He'll be fuming with himself for not converting. He could have killed it off.
Oh, good interception. Driving on, he could shoot here. Real chance! The referee's awarded a free kick. Some of them aren't happy with that challenge and they're getting involved. Steady.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
He's gone direct. And how good was that? He's got himself a peach of a goal. And he's produced a beauty. This is threatening to become a really good game.
I think they've done so well to get back in it, but it's important now that they don't become over-eager in chasing another. They only need one more chance. Patience is key.
Tries to get it forward quickly. Keeper sends it forward. Hoists it forward. Questions were asked, and he's given the answers.
Oman are actually displaying tremendous fighting spirit. There's a real belief that they can still have a say.
And the shot! And it's played forward. It's into a dangerous position. It's the throw. Ball's out on the left now.
Well, it remains to be seen whether they can come up with that little bit of class to rescue this situation, and it needs to be any time now, really.
That's surely a foul. Free kick. It's a fabulous position. Goes for goal! That has certainly tested the keeper.
Well, as tests go, Peter, the keeper has just received an A+ grade.
And it's been taken short. Can he find a finish now?
Yeah, it's safe to say that they just need to manage this to secure the win now.
Gets away from his opponents. Played out to the right. That'll be a throw. He's got away. That is terrific skill. They need to get it in quick. Shoots! Time added on will be 2 minutes. He's got it on the right now. What's on? He's left his man. It's a fine run and he's happy to keep going.
That's a case of crossing in hope, and unless they provide some more options, it'll be more missed than hit.
Well, that's where he wants it. And that's it. Fabulous entertainment, drama in spades, and no one would have argued with a draw, but they have lost it. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Oman just may have felt a little extra pressure in front of their